Have you ever had one of those days? The alarm goes off, but your bed feels like a magnetic trap. You know you should go to the gym, work on that important project, or even just tackle that pile of laundry. But every fiber of your being screams, I just don't feel like it. That feeling is universal. It's the universal enemy of progress, the siren song of procrastination. But what if I told you there's an ancient, battle-tested philosophy that can help you conquer this feeling every single time? This isn't about finding some magical burst of motivation. It's about learning to act asterisk without asterisk it. This is the Stoic way. The ancient Stoics, people like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius and the former slave Epictetus, were masters of self-discipline. They weren't superhuman. They just understood a fundamental truth that we often forget. Feelings are unreliable. Your motivation will come and go. Your enthusiasm will peak and crash. If you peg your actions to how you feel, you're building your life on shifting sand. The Stoic solution is brilliantly simple. Decouple your actions from your feelings. Stop waiting for the right mood to strike. That mood might never come. Instead, you commit to your principles and your duties, regardless of the emotional weather. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. As a human being, what do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for?" He wasn't telling himself to feel excited about it. He was reminding himself of his duty, his purpose. So the first step is to shift your mindset. Don't ask, do I feel like doing this? Ask, is this the right thing to do? Is this aligned with my goals and values? The answer to that second question is often a clear yes, even when the first is a resounding no. Let's get practical. How do we actually do this when the pull of comfort is so strong? The Stoics had a technique we can call the premeditation of evils, or premeditation malorum asterisk. It sounds grim, but it's incredibly powerful. Before you start your day, take a moment to visualize the resistance you will face. Imagine the sluggishness you'll feel. Picture the distractions that will try to pull you away. By anticipating these obstacles, you're no longer surprised or derailed by them when they appear. When you hit that 3 p.m. slump and don't feel like finishing your report, you can say to yourself, here it is. The lack of motivation I knew was coming. It's just a feeling, not a stop sign. This robs the feeling of its power over you. Another key Stoic concept is focusing on what you can control. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. You can't control whether you feel motivated. You can't control if you're tired or if your mind wanders. But you can control your actions. You can control whether you put on your running shoes. You can control whether you open your laptop and type the first sentence. You can control whether you pick up the first dish to wash. The secret is to make the first action ridiculously small. The Stoics believed that character is built through habit. As Epictetus said, every habit and faculty is formed and strengthened by corresponding actions. So if you don't feel like working out, don't think about the entire hour-long session. Just commit to putting on your workout clothes. That's it, that's the win. Once your clothes are on, the next small step, maybe just doing a few stretches, feels easier. This creates momentum. Action doesn't just follow motivation. More often than not, action creates motivation. That feeling of accomplishment from one small, controllable act fuels the next one. Think of yourself as two entities, the emotional, impulsive self that just wants comfort, and the rational, disciplined self that has long-term goals. The Stoic practice is about letting the rational self take the lead. It's about being the rider, not the horse. The horse might want to veer off the path and eat grass, but the rider holds the reins and directs it toward the destination. When you feel that resistance, acknowledge it. You can even talk to it. I hear you, you'd rather watch another episode. I get it, but right now we're going to write for 15 minutes. Then we can talk. You're not fighting the feeling. You're just not letting it make the decisions. This is also where the concept of amor fati, or loving your fate, comes in. This doesn't mean you have to be thrilled about doing difficult things. It means accepting the reality of the moment, including your own lack of enthusiasm, as a necessary part of the path. This task, this challenge, this moment of resistance, it's here for you. It's an opportunity to forge your character. Every time you act despite not feeling like it, you are casting a vote for a more disciplined, more resilient version of yourself. You are literally strengthening your willpower muscle. You learn to trust yourself more. You build a reputation with yourself as someone who follows through. Let's put this all together into a simple, 3-step action plan for the next time you don't feel like it. Step 1. Acknowledge and detach. Notice the feeling of resistance. Say hello to it, but then mentally detach from it. Remind yourself, this feeling is just a suggestion, not a command. My actions are separate from my feelings. Step 2. Reconnect with your why. Why did you want to do this thing in the first place? Was it to improve your health? To build your business? To create a more peaceful home environment? Remind yourself of your deeper purpose. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself he had a duty as a human being. What's yours? Step 3. Take one small, controllable action. Don't think about the whole mountain. Just focus on the first pebble. Put on your shoes. Open the book, write one sentence. Tidy one corner of the room. Make the first step so easy that it's almost impossible to say no to. Celebrate that small victory and let it propel you to the next small step. This isn't a quick fix or a life hack. It's a practice. It's a philosophy for living a more intentional and effective life. The more you practice acting on principle instead of impulse, the easier it becomes. You'll find that the "I don't feel like it" voice gets quieter, not because it disappears, but because you've proven to yourself, time and time again, that its opinion doesn't really matter. You are in charge, you hold the reins. The goal isn't to become a robot, devoid of emotion. It's to become someone whose actions are guided by reason and purpose, not by the fleeting whims of emotion. It's about building a life of meaning, one deliberate action at a time, especially on the days you don't feel like it, because those are the days that define you. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore these powerful ideas. If this resonated with you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content on practical philosophy for modern life. I'd love to hear in the comments which Stoic idea you're going to try first. Until next time, be well.